Darren West from Prosper Health Collective. Yep. Today I want to talk about seasonal affective disorder. Now, seasonal affective disorder, or SAD as it's often called, is a type of depression that's related to the changes of the season. So when we're going from sort of a summer where there's a lot more sunshine, to winter, that sort of change, often there are people that feel a drop in their mood or their outlook has changed, and so they're feeling sadder for longer and more feelings of helplessness, and that continues with them over the winter months as the days are shorter and perhaps are staying more inside. And then as spring returns and is going into summer, the days become a lot longer. They're finding that all of a sudden their mood starts to change and they're starting to feel happier and starting to have a bit more of a positive outlook on life. Yep. So often their mood and behaviour is dependent upon the seasonal cycles. And so this is what we label the seasonal affective disorder. So your mood is dependent on the seasons. However, it's not just in regards to sort of going from summer to winter feeling low. For some people, occasionally, it's a lot less often, sometimes it has the opposite effect. So it's almost like a summer onset SAD, in which when the days are longer, their mood starts to drop. So there's two different ways in which the seasons can impact our mood and our behaviour. Now, SAD isn't a sort of a separate disorder as such. It is a part of a type of depression. Yep. And so therefore, a lot of the signs and symptoms of SAD are the same as that of depression. And that includes feeling depressed and low nearly all day, every day, losing interest in activities and having low energy and feelings of helplessness, worthlessness and guilt. However, there are a couple of differences between winter onset, often called the winter blues, and summer onset. So in the winter onset, some of the symptoms may include oversleeping, appetite changes, sort of wanting more carbohydrates, weight gain, and tiredness and low energy. For summer onset SAD, some of those symptoms include trouble sleeping, particularly insomnia, poor appetite, weight loss, and agitation and anxiety. For some people with bipolar, often that they find that the summer and spring can bring on feelings of mania or being quite manic. While the summer brings on sort of a time of depression for clients. Why SAD occurs, scientists aren't 100% sure what is happening, but research indicates that there might be a couple of possibilities of why people are impacted by SAD. The first one is related to serotonin. So serotonin helps sort of regulate your mood. And so basically sunlight, what they've found, helps sort of molecules to be able to sort of regulate the amount of serotonin in the body. So therefore, when you get less sunlight, it's helping. It's for people with SAD, they're unable to sort of regulate the levels of serotonin in the body. The other thing comes down to melatonin. And so melatonin is a hormone that is central to maintaining the normal wake-sleep cycle. And during winter, sometimes there can be an overproduction in melatonin, and so therefore there's an increase in sleepiness. So with both serotonin and melatonin, trying to sort of adjust to the sort of daily circadian rhythms, trying to get that changes in daylight, can have a big impact on behaviours and mood. And the other factor that they found is vitamin D. Vitamin D is something that we can receive through our diet, but it's also what we're able to produce with sunlight. And so therefore, when we're receiving sunlight, we're able to produce vitamin D. And obviously during winter months, there's less sunlight, we're less likely to go out. So therefore, this has a big impact on our serotonin activity, because the vitamin D helps with serotonin production. Now, there are certain factors that influence, that have been found with people impacted by seasonal affective disorder. They found that there is a gender difference. More women have SAD than men, and they found that more younger adults are impacted than older adults. If you've also got family members who are impacted by depression and SAD, you're more likely to have it. And the further you move away from the equator, you're more likely to have it, which is more understandable because obviously the differences in daylight between winter and summer is so much greater in that case. As far as treatment, there is treatment available for people inflicted or affected by seasonal affective disorder, and they basically come under 4 major type of categories. The first one is light therapy, in which people receive sort of additional sort of sunlight during the winter months. The second category is psychotherapy, being able to sort of talk and engaging with a counsellor or a psychologist has also been found to be effective. Antidepressant medication, going to the GP. The other one is dietary supplements in vitamin D. Yep. So there are treatment options available for people who are impacted by SAD. So if any of this sounds familiar, or that you think you might be suffering from seasonal affective disorder, please come in and talk to one of our psychologists about your concerns that you have, and then hopefully with this we'll be able to start the road to recovery in regards to this. So I'm Darren West. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about seasonal affective disorder today, and I look forward to catching up with you on my next blog. All right then, take care and stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, bye.